Okay, alright. Welcome to the Universal Grand Slam. Today we have brought in part all sorts of new cards. Because of the sheer amount of new cards that was released in a very small amount of time, I've put together what I assume to be the best team you can make out of these current cards. The only switcheroo I might make is between Cabbage and Kale. And I'm going to show you why here in a second, because what's surprising about Jiren's team in general is the fact that most of his cards, their passives all revolve around having other Universal Survival members on the team. And the more you have, the more their stats get buffed. Like Cabbage, for example. Since every single person on our team is a Universal Survival Warrior, his crit chance has just been boosted to about 47%. And because we have, I forget her name, on the certain team, he also gets an additional attack and defense bonus just by having her on the team. The only difference in damage we're going to see, though, outright, is because we don't have two Jiren leads. So the next best bet was to take the freebie Goku you can farm, because he gives about a third of what Jiren stats are, but a third's still a third. So let's see how strong this Universal Grand Slam can be. I'm expecting great things out of Cabbage. I've been championing him like all this morning. If not, he's going to be pretty much replaced for Kale, but we'll see. Cabbage is the little Saiyan in the middle. It's a guy super attacking right now. Alright, wasn't too impressive with 431,000, but he could yet surprise me still. Oh, Jiren's passive, by the way, is he has a chance on turn of stunning everybody. If you notice Goku, he just got stunned already. So we don't have to do shit. Just by existing, Jiren is now the new Chaozu slash Jaco, and all the other like really low SR cards who all have like that passive chance of stunning everybody. He has that too now. I was actually curious what his super attack did. Alright, so his super attack's based on when he attacks Kale in the show. They should add a thing right here. So Kefla's final attack is what she used against Ultra Instinct Goku. So she should have it so if she uses it against Ultra Instinct Goku, he'll do the sliding Kamehameha to her face. I know it'd be completely unfair, but I mean, I think that'd be a cool addition. Jiren's actually super for some reason. I have no idea why. Pretty much everyone on this entire team is all super class. Alright, we'll have Cabbage attack Vegeta, so that way you have a little bit more of a type shot. Also, this is a little bit, I wouldn't say this is guaranteed, but since Kefla and everybody else had their Dokkan, and they're releasing Jiren alongside Ultra Instinct Goku, you could expect that very soon they're also both going to Dokkan. Like, I don't know if they're trying to be subtle about it, but now the fact that I know for sure Kefla finally got her Dokkan, and the way Jiren's being released, it seems like they're about to surprise us all by Dokkaning both Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren. Possibly into that mastered form whenever it comes out on the 18th, but we'll see. And yes, I know Jiren's a hero, but I mean, in the context of the show, he seems pretty extreme to me. And these cards are not already. No, they'll be here about tomorrow. And you're on the lucky side. The only real pullable cards you really need to go for are obviously the old Kefla, Kale, and Caulifla if you don't have them. But I guess you will still have to. I mean, maybe I should rearrange that word thought. So if you pulled in the guaranteed banners before, like on Global right now, and you have the cards already, when this comes out, you're basically set, because all that's coming that you really need to pull for is Jiren. Everything else is free. The Cabbage in question is a Dokkan of the Cabbage you farm in the event. You can farm Kefla's and Kale's, or Caulifla's and Kale's inside the event itself, and use them for super attack gains. So if you pulled in the guaranteed banner when it was out, you're pretty much good to go. All you have to do is get a Jiren. That's it. Frankly, I'm a little surprised they were that nice about this. Also, one thing to note, the Kale I'm using in this team right here She is the farmable one, but the reason I have her on the team is her passive. Everybody with the Universal Survival category gets like their attack and defense by plus 20 to 30%, and they also get an additional plus 2 key. So I'm kind of seeing if it's worth taking this Kale or the other Kale, and I believe you can also take both, because one's classified as Rage Kale, and this one's classified as, like, Pure Kale. So because of that, you can still have both in the same team. And yes, you can also have Angel of Frieza in this team as well. He's classified as the Universe Survival arc. Let's put Kefla here. Let's see how good her actual dodge is. She should still have retained her ability to counter. Chance of counter, I should say. Good timing. Alright, so from what I've seen so far, I'd still, it looks like Caulifla still does it a lot better. Yeah, she's got pecs, man. Look at her flexing. Jesus. She's the kind of chick who would beat you up. It's like, whoa. You know, I almost consider this team like the almost not so free-to-play version of the Ginyu Force, but at the same time, still a very easy team to get. Like, you don't have to have all these exclusive Dokkan Fests and these super hard cards to make this team. Jiren is not free-to-play. Kefla's not free-to-play either. But Kefla was on a guaranteed SSR banner, along with Kale and Caulifla. In fact, when Kale and Caulifla first came along, they were also on a guaranteed SSR banner. So, if you've been playing for a certain amount of time, your chances of getting these cards are pretty damn high. Like, I've had my Caulifla Rainbow for like a good couple months. Kale's been close, and I only rolled for enough to get one Kefla. Oh, whoops, I probably should have healed, but... Alright, now that I saw what Cabbage could do, I'm going to switch them out for Kale real quick. I'm going to see if there's actually that much of a difference in damage. Because I almost would have said that Cabbage is a better card than Kale. Here, mousy, mousy. There she is. So this right here that I'm about to use should be the quote-unquote optimal team you're going to use, if you're using a double Jiren lead. You have to realize, too, the team we're using is missing around 100% stats because you can't do a double lead Jiren staff currently, and the only off lead you actually have access to is Goku. Also, this will probably be the second time Ultra Instinct Goku's coming back, because as far as I'm aware, UI Goku hasn't been out in JP since his release the first time. I may be wrong on that, but I know it's been some time. Also, side note too, LR Vegeto's finally coming. But he has the Realm of the Gods category, which is different from the Universal Survival category. This will be a little iffy, but I might be able to find another Goku again. Yes, this is a quote-unquote private server for right now, if you want to call it private. You know what, actually, we could just use a Gohan or a, Mass Saiyan since that's right. We don't absolutely have to use a Goku right now. Yeah, they might be saving that one for later or his own card. Let's see, here would be a decent one, though. Kefla not currently, because she's still a Potara lead. Also, Kefla's Dokkan making her into a super strong Potara lead like that. The way, Battlefield works currently, she works as a great sub-lead to the actual LR Potara lead, so if you can use both of them, pretty much guarantees you a free win. Alright, I need one all for one in lead. One lead. I don't think that's hard to ask for, right? Maybe? No? I guess I'll just use cauliflower. Where'd all those LR Spirit Bomb Gokus go? We were toting those for a good long time. They dropped them like ice. They flattened her chest, probably because her chest is backwards. She's arching her back, so if you're, like, implying that her tits got smaller, it's because she's arcing her back, which means your back would go backwards. So you're sort of looking at her from an angle. Alright, the next all lead I'm just gonna take at this point. God damn. There we go. Cauliflower it is. Let's go. Mamma mia, taking the forever. I'm tired of this shit. Let's go. Switch you at Goku with a cap and use a Tech Vegito Blue lead? It is possible. Ooh, perfect, actually. Let's see if the Dokkan of, almost said cabbage, of cauliflower can dodge just as nicely as our non-self point. Because the non-Dokkan of cauliflower, the agility version, pretty much got me through Super Battle Road because of all the dodges she was doing. Yeah, boy! And this right here is why I like her so much more than the strength version. Not only can she counter, but she can counter ult. And yes, Cabba is well worth the grind. In fact, you should be grinding him right now. Because he's gonna Dokkan from the cabbage. It's not hard to do, and it's well worth it. And yes, I'm using the change injection. Ah, that's not a good... I mean, Cabbage hit a lot harder than her, but also we use it against a Goku, who she has type advantage. So her attack was basically cut in half for that, so that's not really a fair... Oh, here we go. I was using the wrong Kale anyways. So last time, Cabbage used about 448,000, and I don't believe it was a crit. So if Kale hits around the same, and or crits around the same, then I can actually see if she or Cabbage is the better of the two. Alright, I picked Vegeta, so no type disadvantage. Yeah, drag me against the wall. Fuck his shit up! So on a crit, she hit a 690, but she also has a guaranteed additional attack with a chance for it being super. So overall, she hits harder than Cabbage, but it's only because she hit a crit. I gotta see what she hits next time to see if it's similarized damage. With the Dokkan of Cabbage, farming for LR Frieza got even easier? Oh, yeah. God, this is beautiful. Look at all these links go off. I don't have to do shit. The pure Kale I have in here, her passive alone gives everybody additional stats. This whole thing is just filled with key links up the ass. The only problem is you kind of have too many key links. Because I believe all of their Dokkans get... What's that link called? Like Shattering the Limit or whatever that gives you +2 key. Rather than Fierce Battle, which typically Dokkan units give. Which gives you higher overall outputs of damage. And whenever they're linking this well... I think they would have probably done better with a Fierce Battle link than like a Shattering the Limit type thing. Is Caulifla no, the Mass Saiyan would be. Mass Saiyan, I believe, gives 70% to everybody. Alright, let's give Kale her second shot here. Me muscles, this so early. See, this entire battle is just full of women who were just ripped to shit and back. Alright, I knew it! Ha! So even on a non-crit, Cabbage hits harder than her. People were telling me, oh no man, Kale has an 120% additional stats on her super attack. But because of what Cabbage can do, it makes him stronger overall when everyone's passive is added together. God damn, he hit almost like 300,000 higher than she did. I'm gonna make some Twitter boys a little jelly after this one. What's my... Oh, that's right. I guess it was 70 because the heroes gave 70. I don't remember. It's been too long. We're like 4 metas past it at this point. Well, everything about Kale's a ripoff. Her character's a ripoff. I still don't understand how they sat down in the boarding room and were like, Broly. Yeah, people love Broly. Now Broly with tits. Broly with tits. Yes, yes, yes. Great, 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 great. Everyone's writing down. Alright, that's kind of cool. So similar to what Super Saiyan 3 LR Goku does, when you kill somebody, Jiren's screen will sit on the KO, and he'll just have his arms folded out at you. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna trust in Kale to intercept some shots. Let's see what her defense is as Rage Kale. Because she suffers the same sort of low defense shit that Broly typically goes through. Even on a crit, Cabbage hits harder. God damn! The only way that she could hit harder than him is by actually hitting 2 super attacks, and that's just a chance of it happening. Get dodged on, son. Dude, I want the new episode 2, man. I want to see what's gonna happen, man. This is gonna be wild. Alright. Like, I expected the loss there as well. I just wanted to see who was actually factually better. Now I can make this team to the standard I want it to be. Just for test purposes, I'm going to put in Strength Caulifla. She's not that great because she kind of... Her stats and passive only help herself, but it increases her evade chance by quite a bit. But Agility Caulifla, if you have her, I'm going to say is the much better choice. And there's a dupe error. Dupe error. Call the cops. There's a dupe error. I'll take her out. We'll put Cabbage in her place. Do Realm of the Gods? Why? I gotta focus on these guys right now. Realm of the Gods only includes God cards, like Beerus, Whis, and any version of Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. Ain't got time for that crap right now. I'm going to create a better team, a stronger team. Stronger, faster, better than ever. It's funny too, because you'd imagine she'd be better. Overall base stats higher. I'll even put them on the same team, so that way I could see outright which one does the best. But I need to have Kale still on the team. I could probably drop Kefla then for strength, because I want everyone's passive to be active for this. The Dokkans of the new cards don't actually have passives that activate and help the group, really. They're just sort of like upgrades of their own. Alright, my Super Saiyan friend, where is your golden hair hiding? This got easier when everyone's hair was becoming blue because you could spot them in a crowd. I'm back! Well, apparently Strength Kefla doesn't want to join the party, so screw her then. But like I said, her passive's pretty selfish to herself anyway, so we don't even need her anyways. Now my 2 combatants. Who of you will truly be the better? LR Blue. I mean, do I really need to showcase the guy who's been out on Global for like... better part of like a month and a half now? I mean, I don't mind doing it, it's just like, why? Add Topo? But Topo, it's the same thing, man. He doesn't add the defensive stats I'd like. I want everyone's passive to be active. Alright, same deal as last time. We're going to use a weaker all-stat. But at the same time, I can now prove once and for all that I believe Cabbage is going to be better than Kale. Alright, we can take Topo after this. Remember, there's only 6 people on a team. There's only so much we can do at a time here. We trusted in Kefla's dodge last time. Didn't work out so well, so instead of just taking it to the face, we'll just have UI Goku intercept a lot of these shots here. He's still a good defender, as you can tell. No, it's kind of funny. The guy who doesn't have a shirt takes more damage than everyone in this team combined. Also, does anyone actually know the reason why the picture incoming has Goku with a shirt, but the one we rolled for has Goku without a shirt? Is there a reason for that? They're literally the same unit. I don't even understand what the purpose of that was. Did Rhyme quit Dokkan? No, he did not quit Dokkan. He just got sick and tired of, you know, the crappy race that go around here and there. But Dokkan is trying lately, I'll give him this. This is another team that is mildly free to play with air quotes, because the units to get aren't that hard to get. Well, I'm not testing Kefla for orbs. I don't really care about that. I'm curious about her actual utility, because she's supposed to be a combination of Caulifla and Kale, which means she has the dodge counter mechanics, she has the counter ult mechanics. I want to see how often they actually go off. Alright, Cabbage is first up. He's got Kale buffering him here, just by having Kale on the team alone. Cabbage is also getting the buffs from having a full team of Universal Survival Warriors, so his crit chance right now should be nearing 43% with attack stats, so his final super attack's going to be a crit of 650,000, which was, I guess, pretty similar to what Kale was doing. But one thing to also look at, too, Kale you'd have to pull 4 times, break all 4 of her dupe paths, then max her out to 100%, to get the exact same damage that Cabbage has. And Cabbage is a free-to-play unit who does the exact same thing for half the cost, half the time. So if they're exactly the same unit, I'd have to say Cabbage is better just because he's a free-to-play unit you can farm. That's so weird. I was wondering, it's like, why the hell is Kale getting... Yeah, well... Gotta get those Berserker stats in. Alright, Kale, now it's your turn. You get to hit Vegeta. How does the private circle Battlefield? I don't know. I haven't even tried it yet. Yesterday, we spent the whole day beating Battlefield, and I was like, good enough. So her crit, yeah. It was barely 100,000 more than Cabbage. You did get the benefit of the additional attack, though. She gets 3 potential super attacks with free dupes. Yeah, that is a fair point. It's just, you're relying on that potential. So, I guess the point I'm trying to make is, like, you don't have to go crazy for Kale. Like, you literally have a unit who does everything she does for practically free. Like, I could have a 100% Rainbow Kale, or not Kale, Cabbage the second he's released tomorrow. For Kale, I'd have to make sure that I've, you know, rolled at least 4 dupes of her, spent all the time in the tree, all that good shit. It seems for the investment purposes, Cabbage could do what she does a lot better. Alright, Kefla, now's your chance to shine. Show me something. Got it, girl. I wanted to see that dodge just once. At least show me you can dodge. Whenever this game tells me someone has a supposed chance of dodging something, I basically have to see it to believe it. It's like when the Super Saiyan 4s first came out. They have a medium chance of countering a super attack, which in Bandai's terms is once every, you know, third, I guess, eclipse, or with maybe every time the Earth rotates 100 times, then they might counter 1 to 3 times. Try to activate Berserker on the next team? Yeah, we could give it a go. Crit or combo optional on Cabba? I almost wouldn't say add crit on Cabba because, okay, crit, if you have the right team, Cabbage's crit is basically a 50% shot every time. When you're adding crit chance to him, it's not actually adding crit chance to him, it's adding a different crit chance. So what you'd actually rather have is additional attacks, so Cabbage can have a chance of critting twice a lot more often, which I think you'll see far more benefit from, rather than just trying to have him get the crit he's most likely going to get off anyways, if you're following me on that. Like, in the simplest terms, think of it like you have a 47% chance of critting. But by adding crit to it, it's not adding to that chance. You're like rolling a separate set of dice after that for like maybe another 2 to 3% chance of critting after the first one failed. Alright, there we go. So she died too, as we thought. Alright, so what was this team everybody wanted to see now? We all been yelling things at me, so we've been kind of mixed here. Like, Realm of the... Man, I don't think... It's like... LR Goku's already out in freaking Global. Do we really need to see LR Vegito again? And thanks for hosting me, Dragon Warrior Ultimate. I'm probably gonna aim for that with Cabbage, I'm not gonna lie. Because they already have... It's the same thing I view with LR Trunks. You have the crit already, you don't really need the addition... Or you don't need more crit. You'd rather have him trying to crit twice with his already super high crit chance. And I don't know about 100%ing the Int Kale, but I mean, she's a free farmable unit, so you can get her the SA-10 and break all of her dupe paths, but that's up to you if you want to waste the orbs or not. LR's showcase on a better buff that gives them better stats next. Alright, well, if we're going to do that, then we're going to have to do basically this. So we'll take Vegito. Jiren is not out. He'll be here tomorrow. Then we'll take Vegito Blue, so we need one of each type of stat. So, by that logic, we could make pretty much the same team, mostly. But if we want to see Vegito shine... That's kind of the problem with categories. It's you can mix and match a lot of them, but you have to follow the very specific rules, or people lose out in a lot of stats. That's Realm of the Gods, but no, Jiren would be considered a god. It'd have to be mostly... Jiren is on Realm of the Gods? Alright, so we'll do Jiren then. I was like, is he considered a god? I mean, he acts like one. We can actually find out right now. We just gotta remember which one freaking Realm of the Gods is. Whenever you see all the blue hairs pop up and all the Wisses and Beerus's, you know we've hit the mark. Well, all the gods, please come forth. I wish to go to the realm with you. That's the World Tournament. This one's blah, 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 blah. One's already added in here because they moved them down further. We got half Saiyans, which means the last one's going to be the Chi-Chi Warriors. Closer. That's the Majin Buu Saga. This is why I need a pocket koala with me at all periods of the time. Translate. Closer. My fusion. So close. That's like the universal survival space nonsense. Closer. Somehow we pass it over. This one's obviously Super Saiyan 3. We've checked every single one except for the right one. Wait, wait. There we go. Realm of the Gods. Alright, let's confirm who's all in here. Yep, Jiren is in there, you're right. Alright, so Jiren's considered a super. We can't get Rose and friends, so let's take with us Ultra Instinct Goku. Sounds like a good pick. I put him on the team. The fusion of Whis and Beerus, you'd imagine, would be powered pretty strong. In terms of the game, I don't think he's that strong. But overall, you should imagine that character would probably be one of the strongest things in Dokkan. We could do Potara later. Hold your horses one at a time here. Come on now. Stay focused. Stay with me now. We need a green bean lead. We need a green type. Let's see. Vegeta, Beerus sucks my nuts, but... Beresu. You know what? No, not Beresu. We could take father-son Vegeta in his place. It's like I think considered Kefla a god I'd throw her in here. And last we need an agility type, which I'll just take Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, because why not? That's a lot of rainbow units. You'd be surprised. Fuck, was Topo in there? You know, ironically, they should have included Topo in there. He is a god now. You've almost won Z Awakening. This is triggering? What? You know, speaking of Extreme Z Awakening, I'm a little annoyed with something. They're already rehashing Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, the Extreme Z Awakening coming back is just Super Saiyan 3 Goku again. He's even going to be on the Dokkan banner. As of this current time, we have exactly 3. We have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Broly, and Kid Gohan. I'm like, how is this not a perfect opportunity to add in more? Like Cell or something, I don't know. The stream can have loading problems. That's called YouTube. That's also called latency. Sadly, it varies on an individual basis. Unfortunately, with the video that you would typically buffer and watch, a stream works by the thing that's like, is the person watching you able to buffer? Nope. Well, screw them. Is YouTube server good? That's funny. Woo! That's a pretty old damn, dude. Get out of there. Come at me, bro. Right here. Click. I'm not gonna lie, this Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is still one of my absolute favorite arts in this game. He's like old as sin now, but goddamn, he's got a great art. They should Extreme Awaken Gogeta? Maybe not that far. If they Extreme Awaken Gogeta, him as a strength unit is still insanely strong. What's with all the dodging? What is... What? Yeah! Get dodged on! I really wasn't expecting the dodge bonanza there, but I'll take it. Okay, guys, am I high or something? Is that like the 5th dodge in a row? What is going on? Okay, there we go. Someone got hit. I'm like, what's with all the dodging? All right there, John Cena. Can't see me. Is this a free-to-play team? Yeah, this is a free-to-play team. Absolutely. If by free-to-play you're referring to yourself as the Prince of Nigeria, then yes. Oh, the title is what we were using earlier. We're just using a team that somebody requested I use now. I thought you were actually looking at my team and asking this free to play. I'm like, I mean, I would like to dream too. We're not running 2 VBs, we're running a singular one. If I was running a second VB, that means somebody would have VB that I can actually use. Oh, you're referring to the character. That's because on the change section we're using, it doesn't consider the card as the same type, so you can run them on the same team. You know when someone tells you, haha, I'm not a stalker? That's typically never a good thing. Hey, man, we're cool, I'm not a stalker. Alrighty. I mean, only someone who's stalking someone would say they're not a stalker, but... I expect a little more out of that. I mean, that was a max power, full ult, LR VB ultimate, and the best he can give me is 640,000? I think that has also to do with, Gogeta's higher than normal passive defensive stats. I feel like that should have been a lot higher than that. I'm not sure what we're going to actually expect the first free-to-play Jiren. I wouldn't expect him for a little while still. I won't worry about healing. If they kill us, they kill us. We can just keep rotating teams faster that way. Is Jiren broken? I wouldn't say he's broken. He's good, though. It's just if you're fighting people who have immunity to, like, stuns and crap like that, he's still great to have. He's an insanely powerful character, and the fact that he just comes with a built-in Chaozu thing. What's even more hilarious is if you use him on something like the World Tournament alongside your Broly and shit, you basically have already a strength unit on the team situating next to another strength unit who has a high chance of stunning another strength unit. I'm more than alright with that. I'm gonna probably let this kill me here so I can switch teams again. Enemy attaku! Oh, joke's on you! Get dodged on! I like the electrical sparks they add to him when he punches you in the air and they fly away. There's like the Super Saiyan 2 electricity going around them as they fly off and die. That defensive stat though, 24, 72. Are we gonna survive this entire turn? Alright. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not a stalker, I just know where you sleep. I picked up your mail for you. I met you after school. I made you lunch. What the fuck is up with these comments? Pfft, don't ask me. Alright, so there you go. Your citation for LRVB has thus been sated. Now I will make the team I wish to make. Don't test me, boy. I'd like a Gohan or a Goku, like an overall lead, maybe even a Mass Saiyan. I don't want to use Caulifla. Hear me out, game. Listen to my call. Thank you. Hear the call of 1,000 warriors. I like my bears, or I like my violence domestic. Damn, what the fuck? That's so fucked up. Alright. We remember they're around this area. I do recall this. Somewhere in here. Since it technically already exists, it should be further up. It did just added to it by adding Jiren and friends. Yeah, I think... yes, this is it. Okay. I was like, it's this, maybe? No. Oh, Hit might be a good addition, too. Well, supporter Cabba and supporter Hit both in the strength team, but they're also part of the same thing. God damn. Alright, you know what? Since I picked the last ones, I'll pick Jiren and Ultra Instinct, Goku, and then you guys can pick the rest of the team and what you want to see. So it could be the new units, it could be whatever, but whoever's in the universe survival thing, you guys can pick. And I'm gonna eat some corn while you decide what you want to see. And also, you have to type it in chat. I'm not psychic. So you get to pick 4 slots. Make them good ones. If you don't, someone somewhere is going to be very upset with you. And no, it will not be strength hit. I'm not going to do a weird off thing like that. Alright, see Super Saiyan Su Cabba. I agree with that because Cabba's bae. Yes, Angel Freeze is in the category because he's a part of the Tournament of Power. I see 3 choices for Kefla, so Kefla it is too. Just want to see the new Dokkan, Kale, and Caulifla super attacks? Oh, Topo. You guys are right. Yeah, let's do Topo. Topo. Topo, where are you? Topo. Is Topo not in the category, or I just not have him? Topo, please report. Topo was strength, was he not? You guys keep making the choice of what you want to see. I'm going to check something real quick to see if Topo is just not there. Topo? This is your father speaking. I swear I saw him earlier. Where the hell did he go? I don't know. Maybe Change Action doesn't like him, so sorry. No Topo. Alright, so I see him a lot for int hits, so int hit it's going to be. Which would leave one final slot. I would recommend you guys either pick between the new Kales or the new Cauliflowers. We have Kale and... Alright, so you have Kale Berserker Physical, Kale and Cauliflower Agility, or Cauliflower Strength. Man, people really like Topo. God damn. Where's Topo? I don't know. Give us Topo. Cauliflower Agility. I say... Now we have actually plenty of int. I was gonna say int Kale would be good, but we don't really have an int Kale, so maybe agility would probably be smart. Yeah, we should throw in agilitors on the team. No Topo. Here's the real affront to this entire thing. Where the hell's the rabbit? That purple rabbit was like one of the funniest things in all of Super, and they just seem to ignore him everywhere. Look at this team right here. Immediately full key links. Look, man, I'm only a simple man, but if I was Cabbage, I would totally try to be, like, kind of getting in there with Kale and Cauliflower. And the fact that you know they confuse, I would definitely just be, out of curiosity, it's like, hey, guys, we can try a threesome. Now, listen up. You two fuse, I'll be me, it'll be great. He may end up dying or get blown up or something and might get pissed off, but at least he says he didn't try. Dispo, that's right, man. Seriously, I'm about to, like, start up a Where's the Love for Dispo squad? Ouch. So here's the problem with things like Hit. Apparently Hit doesn't even link with UI Goku at all. Look, Limit Breaker Goku. That's your own personal canon. My personal canon involves none of that crap. Remember when Cauliflower was fighting Goku inside the field? Oh, that wasn't the sign of a lesbian. She was eye-fucking the hell out of him the entire time they were fighting. Don't even get me started. Universe 6 has spinoff. We know Cabba will end up with Kale in the end. I hope not. Talk about an abusive relationship. I mean, the chick goes from, like, super sweet, lovable, into, like, a raging death god at the snap of a finger. I don't know about that. JX Dispo Fan Club? That's right, we're getting that started. Give some love to the Purple Bunny. Is Cabba... Wait, Cabbage is married? What? When? Did I miss something? Did Jiren's stun go off? No, I was like, I'm curious how much that's off it's gonna go. Also, for you guys who haven't seen the ultimates, I'm gonna try to slow it down here so you can actually see the ults and stuff. I know some people asked. Let's just hope my trigger finger's happy enough, fast enough. My finger's happy enough. Yeah, let's not hope my finger is happy enough. Ult number 1. If you don't know what this ult is from, you missed probably the most iconic episode of the entire series. You can't dodge in midair. What? Ha! Only thing missing right there is just a nice little slide in and a bam right to the face. Oh, apparently she's doing it twice. He said he was married when threatened to kill Cabbage's wife and kids. Oh, I completely forgot about it. Okay, well, we're going to pretend Cabbage isn't married because that ruins my entire headcanon. Woman, what? Additional attack. Right when I slow down the super attacks. God, I love Super Saiyan 2s more than all the Super Saiyan forms. I really do. I love the electricity that goes around them so much. Of course, the minute we slow down time, everyone's like, I need to additional attack 15 times. Dodge for me, baby. Show me what you got. Now's your chance to shine. Yeah, counter it, counter it. Yeah! This is why Caulifla is my bae right here. There is no better. Big boy Jiren, sending you out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this the attack he did on Berserker Kale? He, like, threw her away, then walked away, and then blew her up outside the stage, and then, like, Kale slowly fell back to Earth. God damn, we took them all out this turn. Additional attacks ahoy. Get wrecked. Wow. That was a decimating turn for them. Well, there we go. UI Goku actually links with somebody. I just say we took no damage out of that. Alright, we'll do Ultra Instinct Goku, Cabbage's ult, and then Hit's ult. And I believe that should show off everybody's ult, at least in this team. Gogeta stepping forth. Who will win? Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball GT? Well, looks like Super decided to dodge that shit. Decent crit. With the additional attack squad, man, keep it up. I think Cabbage going Super Saiyan 2 is one of my favorite parts of the show. Just when he just starts, like, literally obliterating Frieza. I was like, it's about time Cabbage got some love. Outside of them showing him for the first time in Universe 6, when they first fought Universe 6 in that very first tournament, Cabbage spends his entire existence just getting the shit kicked out of him by everybody. He's like the laughingstock. I'm like, God damn, show this kid some love. Like, he's a nice guy. You don't have to just murder him and make fun of him and beat on him relentlessly. Alright, that should be everybody's ultimate. Everyone should be sated. I don't want to hear no complaining. And if you do complain, I will set up a designated person in chat who will accept all your complaints. I'll pick them at random, and then give them a random email, in which they'll receive all your complaints from henceforth, And then you can play to him all day long, as much as you want, until the end of time. I think it's a fair trade-off, to be honest with me. With me, yes. Honest with myself. Alright, now against some much tougher enemies. Someone with, like, boosted out stats, buffed up everything. Let's see if these guys can handle Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Peppermint Bomb! One thing I really want to see Kefla shine in so much is the Potara category. Woohoo, man. Especially it's a sub-lead in Battlefield. Look at this woman. 3 ults! Get some, son! If he didn't have type advantage over her, or not type advantage, but just the fact that he was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with maxed out defensive stats, that would have taken out nearly anybody with that alone. I'm not sure if giving them Super Saiyan 3 this early on would have probably been a smart thing to do. People are already pretty pissed about, you know, Cabbage, Kale, Kefla, and all them, like, getting Super Saiyan 2, like, the drop of a hat. I have to kind of agree with you. Her arrogance regarding Super Saiyan was rather annoying. This is pretty easy. Just feel the tingling in your back. It's like, what? But I kind of see where they're coming from. So I think the idea is once you understand what a Super Saiyan is, having someone else explain it to you becomes easier. So it's kind of the sense that once somebody mastered it and understood what was going on, you could share what it took to become a Super Saiyan without needing all the absolute crap that it took to get there in the first place. Kind of like, look at it like I guess, society in general. Like, we spent thousands of years not knowing how to do jack shit. But then, like, once civilization got to a point where we learned how to do things, we just shared that knowledge, and now we just continuously get smarter because of that. Yes, JX, I agree completely. Yes, very wise, yes. I have to say, on point, yes, quite. Indubitably. That a boy hit, that a boy. Peppermint wheel roll. Alright, either chat is lagging or things just died. I was gonna say, like, what? It just went so silent. I can only know how to stream if I'm talking to people. Dead silence, I'm just like, the wall's red. Yeah, pretty nice. I like hanging out in my room alone. I'm a Gemini. But when people are talking to me, it's like, there we go. Back and forth banter. When's this coming to global? Yeah. I'm surprised no one's asked that yet. Did we just survive with 6,594 health? Yeah. No, that's not a private server. We don't believe in private servers around these parts. I actually work for Bandai. I'm the nephew of the creator of the head developer of Atsutsuki. Basically, in layman terms, my dad works for Bandai. And actually, no, I'm not a Gemini. I'm actually a Scorpio. And I know people look at those like, oh man, that's just a bunch of bull. Oh, by the way, Jiren's passive went off on Omega. If you didn't see, it's kind of hard to notice because he'll be stunned randomly, but he just got stunned for no reason, so that means Jiren's passive activated. But like I was saying about like signs and stuff like that, when I looked at them and I saw it was a Scorpio and I read like what Scorpio is, personally I thought Scorpios were kick-ass. I was like, if there's one like Gemini sign you want to be, it sounds like being a Scorpio is hardcore. All the other ones are like, oh, you're illustrious, you appeal to the moon, and I don't know, other nonsense. It's like, you're kind with others, and Scorpio's like, yeah, you just take whatever you want. You kick ass. By the way, people give you stuff. It's like, cool. The Dokkan Awakens came, they did not come. We were practicing them because I'm using the power of Bandai to give you a sneak peek into the future. Goku UITR, nope. That has not been announced, and neither has Jiren's been yet. It's all speculation. Speculation I can almost guarantee will come true at this point, but speculation nonetheless. How do I get the new Turtles will be? I have no idea, but the most absolute random thing of all. It's like, hey guys, here's a new card coming out. It's Agility Turtles. It's like showcasing the end of Super. It's like, Turtles? What? Alright. Also, again, Jiren's passive went off. You could see Omega got stunned again. Man, this is nice. We don't have stun immunity. He just like, nope, can't attack. Never liked Dispo. Oh, man. Alright, guys. Matt Gito. Remember that name. He's a sworn enemy of the stream. Next year, I'm going to put a picture of Disco on the side. Dispo on the side of the chat. Just a single tear in his eye. The forever forgotten rabbit. What's very interesting is, did you guys actually read what Turtles is going to do? Like, his mechanic is very similar to that of the LRs. Like, after a certain amount of things happen, and like some prerequisites are met, he basically takes a bite of the Tree of Might fruit and becomes like super powerful. That seems to be like this new sort of meta they're going for, is give an opponent the ability to like have some sort of thing happen after prerequisites are met in the middle of a match. His is going to involve the Tree of Might fruit. Well, Omega has made it so we can't move anywhere, so I guess we'll see how many dodges our Kefla can handle today. Plenty of orange orbs for it, too. Dispo? Could have been hit as well. I'm pretty sure doesn't hit do it on attack? You have a point, though. It could have been. I'd have no idea. Dodge 1. Dodge 2. Atta girl. Does he have a turn restriction? I don't know the full details, so just what little we could translate out of it. He is too skinny, but then again, all the Universe Saiyans, 6 Saiyans are too skinny. It's like some sort of remodel they went for with the Saiyans, because I guess they're part of a new universe, but they all look very skinny to me. I don't really like it that much. Ellie, can I teach you the ways of Dokkan? I'm new. Can you teach me? 1, who is Ellie? And 2, Ellie, can you step forth to teach Riley RPG the way of Dokkan? Teach me the way. Well, I Kefla Hente. I can't confirm or deny, as I've not looked at it or gone looking for it. I hate to disappoint, but he can't be stunned, so I can't actually see if Hit or Jiren's gonna be the one stunning this time. Guess we'll just have to assume. Your Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku crit or additional? Probably crit. Goku hits like a truck as it is. It's okay, Riley. I know. You actually wanted to speak to Ellie and you realized it was me. And you'll have to remember that forever always I will never be the Ellie I could have been. Man, this team's doing really nice. Outside of the one healing item we had to use, we're still full health. Keep it going, boys. This is seriously the most ominous villain music they've added for any villain to date. Like, listen to that. It's like an organ playing in the background. It sounds like we're about to fight Ganondorf or something. When fighting a dragon, transform into a large monkey, firing beams out of your mouth. This tip was brought to you by JX. If you ever find yourself trapped in an alleyway and nowhere to go and about to die, look at the full moon and transform into a 30-foot ape. JX is my real name, JX. No. That would be kind of weird if my real name was JX. Some people do know my true name, but it's kept a secret, lost long ago in the tombs of some random place. Sort of like Indiana Jones, you have to find the secret. Ow! Kefla didn't dodge the right attack. We may suffer for that. Ooh. 'Cause, 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 'cause I actually really can't wait to try this with the double Jiren lead. It's gonna be great. Alright, let's see. Should we try one more team? I think we've tried like 4 to 5 iterations of the team. We could probably do another one. What sort of iteration of a team would you guys like to see? I'm trying to think who we could have switched. Will they ever add Slug the Dokkan? Great. Ooh, that is... I do want to see Potara. I really do. That's a good point. I really want to try that. We'll fight Gogeta with Potara. That makes sense, right? Would I do anything for my subscribers? Probably not. Alright, boys, let's see what we can make happen with our Potara. Put some earring on, gain invincible superpowers. Brought to you by DBZ. This message was brought to you by Potara earrings. Are you tired of being beat up in school? People giving you shit all the time? Well, put these earrings on, then toss one to your friend. You'll transform into an unrecognizable blob, but gain superpowers. Yo, where'd my Kefla go? Oh, there she is. She's still way down here. They should have bumped her cost up from 42 at least. 42 is still the cost of classic Vegito. Yikes. That seems overpowered. Let's do this. Tournament power stuff drops in exactly, I want to say... No, yeah, it'll still be tomorrow because it's the 18th. I just don't know what time tomorrow. Oh, wow, that was actually the one. Ha! Lucky pick. Gather your earrings. Oh my god, look at her health. 550,000. Yeah, that's not overpowered at all. This is completely normal and legitimate. Are things too overpowered for you these days? Well, grab the Potara team. They'll turn you into invincible gods. Yeah, they really could have given Slug the spotlight with like a... But I guess they gave it to Hydrogen, and even then he's not that great. Alright, let's see who's better. The dance or the earrings? You know what, since you guys couldn't see this before and you're asking to, we'll try to slow it down for Vegito's ult too. Which you most of probably have seen already, I hope. It has been out global for a long time. But for those who haven't seen it, don't say I've never done anything for you. High probability this is going to one-shot this first realm of Goku and Vegeta. Very high. 2.3 million damage before we've even done anything yet. One rock, 2 rock, 3 rock, and 4 rocks. Jackpot, 2.5 million damage, KO. Yeah, that super is really cool to look at, wow. So far, Potara 1, Fusion 0. Our HP still max. What tricks will Goku and Vegeta use to fight themselves this time? This is a cool super. I think Rose is one of the coolest ones. Does the slice all these roses come out and start beating the crap out of you? Woohoo! 2.2 million. The TUR of Goku Vegeta have fallen as well. Ooh, they're bringing out the big guns. Step into LR Fusions. Potara 2, Fusion 0. Let's see if Vegito can have the same success. completely maxed out full key ultimate with almost perfect links. His damage starting at 330,000 before the ult. 95 damage. Bump herself back up to 2.3 million. And let's see if our LR boys can handle the power. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be kind of funny, the more rocks you go through, the harder you hit. 3.2 million crit. Another one shot. Uh-oh, they're getting angry now. They brought forth the fusion. It's now Gogeta, the final realm. Will he at least survive a singular attack? Let's hope so. As the commenter once just said, Rose is perfection. Let's see how perfect our Rose can truly be. She is a snack, man. She is great looking. Ooh, no crit there, but 1.5 million. At least he survived. I'll give him that. So far, no one survived this. It's just been one-shots across the board. Who is better, Kefla, TOR, and Vegito and LR? Are you asking who's better between the two units? Obviously, the LR, Vegito, and Goku. It's not even... The LR, Vegito, and Goku who make Vegito, and the LR, Goku, and Vegito who make Gogeta are the strongest cards in the entire game. There's no competition between them. Those two are the strongest LRs by a landslide. You compare cards against them, never with them. Until an LR can make what those guys can do, not a chance. Well, this Potara team cleared what should be the hardest Dokkan stage in the entire game by losing a grand total of 0. It's like less than a percentage of health. No, the Awakenings are not out. I'm using a change section to show them off early. They will be here tomorrow. Oh yeah, it beats Gohan. Like, Gohan's finally been surpassed as, like, the Omega LR. And that's mostly because of what Vegito and Gogeta can do when you're low health by fusing to become an even stronger version of themselves. Alrighty. I think that's going to be it for at least the showcasing of the new units. But as a special treat, I should say, and since everybody's here, let's see if Change Reaction works in Battlefield. And we'll do one quick Battlefield run. If you're here for just strictly the showcase, that stuff's over, so you're free to leave. But if you want to see what a bunch of Rainbow Dudes can do in Battlefield, stick around. Let's see if this actually works. I think it may not. I had a feeling it possibly wouldn't, similar to how it doesn't work on the other ones, but we'll see. Yeah, because they do different server-side things for these, because you can tell most of the units aren't here anymore. Let me make sure it's still active so I can confirm or not. Yep, Change Reaction is still active on his normal. But when you go into Battlefield, it promptly turns off, which I imagine it would.
Now loading, now loading, now loading, now loading.
Alright, well if that's the case, we'll call it good here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun seeing the new units. And to answer your question for the 30,000th time, they will be here sometime tomorrow. It's the 18th, but remember Japan is a day ahead of us, so it's the 18th for Japan, which means we'll get them probably midday tomorrow, something like that. And it's pretty free-to-play friendly. As long as you actually rolled on a previous Kefla, Caulifla banner or something, you're pretty much good to go. And if you're not farming Cabbage now, go farm him. I mean, you have no excuse not to farm him at this point. I'm dead serious about that. But with that, I bid you all adieu, and may you have a wonderful evening. Fare thee well.